Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God's duties and responsibilities. Goddamn, motherfucker, obligations that the Archangel Uriel gotta do. Goddamn. And, you know, right now we're on some other shit right now. I just, you know what I'm saying, I hopped in the spirit. I got in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, I started riding that flight, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a flight weekend, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I meant to do this yesterday, but I'm going to do it today because we in the moment right now, you know what I'm saying, it's still early, it's just now hitting noon, so we going to get it in like this, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to motherfucking talk about the planetary alignments right now, and the energy that's going on right now, and then I'm going to run down all the signs how you can apply yourself so your weekend could go smoothly, and we can all have a flight weekend, so let's get it, you know what I'm saying. Right now, the motherfucking sun is in 27 degrees Aries. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the sun is, and by the way, the sun is exalted right now. So everybody from it, not just Aries, everybody right now, energy and vitality catching a boost right now. Spring just kicking in. People planting their weed seeds right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Arizona and California are doing pretty good right now because this is the time that they already reaped their harvest and now they can do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? This is a time right now people are starting to apply themselves. Females are wearing leggings right now. You know what I'm saying? All the men right now getting their testosterone built up, going to the park playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in a sense catching vitality, an extra boost of vitality when the sun is exalted. That's always going to be the energy for everybody. It's just for Aries, they have an innate energy and awareness because the sun is exalted here anyway, and then Leos. So, but look, by that being said, the sun is trining the moon also today. So, the moon is in Leo, 26 degrees Leo, so it's an absolute trine right now. So what's going on with the minds of everybody right now? Everybody is selfish to a certain degree right now. And things are happening to the point that's making them selfish. See, anytime that the energy, anytime you apply yourself with the energy alignments that's going on within the day, these play out as situations, not as of you. However, your planetary alignments within your natal chart is how you are relating to the planetary alignment today, depending on the angles of today going against your planets that you already have. So already off the bat, the energy that's flowing on right now, the moon is in Leo. So this is a selfish energy that people are tapping into lightweight. So whatever your moon sign or your sun sign is, this is the way you're tapping in to the selfish energy that's going on with the moon. Because see, the sun rules Leo, but when Leo comes into the emotional planet, the sun. Did I say that? I might have said that. I'm moving a little fast. Sorry, y'all. I did a little intoxication modes. I did a little meditation, you know what I'm saying, so my mind is clear. So you know what I'm saying, I might be giving off expressions, but the words that I'm saying may not be matching the expression. So sorry about that if I do that a lot of times. But the sun rules Leo, you know what I'm saying. So but when the moon goes into Leo, which is the emotional planet, and your emotional awareness and your state, you emotionally the energy that's going on right now is everyone to a certain degree, and how the earth feel itself. It feels like it needs to be center stage of a certain circumstance, and it only going to feel comfortable when it gets there. So everyone is fighting for number one slot right now. Everyone is fighting to get attention right now. Everyone is fighting to get heard. Everyone is fighting to get seen right now, in the most subtle way and in the most broad way. Also, depending on your natal chart and who the people you relating to in your synastry and who you around. You know what I'm saying? It could go in two different ways, but this is how it's playing out. So you could watch that a lot of times too. So watch when you may be trying to overbearing yourself onto others, and then watch when others overbearing themselves over you, because that can go on right now, and it can lead to a bad place, or to a place where people need to stay apart for a couple of days before they can rejuvenate each other's energy on their own, and then come back to the conclusion that they was at, because this is a volatile energy that's going on, because it's fire, that's all good, everyone expressing themselves, hoo, hey, but it's when it's extreme fire, it could go to extremes, to the point that everyone expresses the distaste of everyone else when they're around each other. So it could go to extremes where people super over oppose what they think is valid for a situation, or what they think they could do. So that's the energy that's going on right now too. So very spontaneous moments though, you know what I'm saying, but still kind of watch out of not going too far and overindulging right now, you know what I'm saying, because this is that energy that's going on. Now, we got Mercury. Mercury is in Taurus, 16 degree in Taurus. Now, Mercury is the intellect and the mind. So this is the mind frame of the earth right now. And this is what's going on. This is how the earth thinking right now. The earth is thinking practical. You know what I'm saying? And it's putting together things and like piece by piece to see what matters. We're only going to talk about what matters. You know what I'm saying? So people, like with the moon and the sun being in fire, people are being spontaneous. But with Mercury being in Taurus, people are being spontaneous to the things that make most sense. That's the energy that's going on. People are going to talk about, okay, we could go have fun, but let's go have fun at the place that makes most sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go, if I ain't got no license, let's not go way into another side of town. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay in a circumference of the streets we know, where we could be the back block kings and queens when we ain't got license. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you ain't got license, you know all the back blocks. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, other than that, you know what I'm saying, that's what's going on right now. We're taking practical causes. And then if we're going to go somewhere and going to go do something, right now we're talking about and we're communicating about, do we got the financial stance or do we got the capability to get there and come back safe? You know what I'm saying? And still be accessible without spending our last dime or whatever like that. So those are conversations or the energy flow that's going on right now. So when I break down all the signs, I'm going to just tell you how this should apply to you so you don't end up on a bad or the wrong end of the bed of this energy that's going on right now. Aries, and now Venus is in Aries also. See, it's extremely a lot of fire energy right now though. So it could be fun, but it could be also volatile. So we're gonna break that down. You gotta watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Venus is also in Aries, so people love and appreciate being out there right now, forcing themselves on others. People are appreciating themselves to do that. They're liking to do that. This is something they want to do right now. Venus is the planet of how you feel and things that you love and things that you into and how you relate. And how you relate. So people are relating fiery right now. People are relating to this is how people relate in competition right now. So it could be a lot of friendly competition right now, a lot of friendly debate. But with the sun being in Aries and the moon being in Aries also, you just gotta watch it and don't go too far. It could go too far in a second. Someone could get killed. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta watch it right now. It'd be what's up, mommy? You need something? What?
I'm thirsty and hungry.
Alright, I'll be up there in a second. Here, drink some of that right there. I just made right there. But yeah, you know, you gotta watch that. It'd be super volatile. So, you know, make sure you don't go extremes. But, you know, Mercury being in Taurus, that kind of brings like a semi-square. So anytime there's a square, there's a learning process. Like I said, anytime there's a trine, that's a gift you already have. Every time there's a sextile, that's an opportunity to obtain the gift. So, a sextile and trine is something that you draw in within you. Now, anytime there's a square, there's a learning process, and anytime there's an opposition, there's a give and receive a type of situation or a tug of war match. You know what I'm saying? So, anytime there's a square and opposition, those are planetary alignments that put you in life situations where you have to experience. So the trine and the sextile is the what you give off. And the opposition and the square is what you receive. So that's the yin and yang in that. You know what I'm saying? And the sextiles and trines and square. So reason why I'm saying that is because you have a sextile. No, you have a motherfucking trine with Mars and Sagittarius, and you have with Aries and Venus, with the moon being in Aries. I mean, being in Leo and the sun being in Aries, and then you only got the community. It's a semi-square with Taurus. So what happens here, and it's a complete square with the moon. So right here, anytime there's a square, there's a learning process. So what that means is we're learning from these spontaneous moments. We're learning from these chaotic moments. We're learning from these erratic moments. And Mercury is how you think, how you process. So the energy of going on right now is naturally all the signs right now is having to learn and think about the actions that we are taking. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing that we got that right now with the planetary alignment. Because if Mercury was in a fire too, then you'll be going off the mouth off others before you even know it. Like without even knowing, you catch this surge of energy to express your emotion to the most extreme way and all that. So you know what I'm saying? This is a good thing right now that people can actually think and be stable in a time that there's a lot of things to do right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not cold right now. The weather is breaking. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, Mars is in Sagittarius also. So Mars is in my moon sign, 8th degree Sagittarius. So what's going on right now, even just how I feel, it's conjunct my moon. So I feel the need to act out my intentions. Like my intentions, like the things I tend to do, how I tend to do it, and how I act in the process of my intentions and my willpower, and how I assert myself into the world. That's basically Mars. And Mars is conjunct my moon sign. So this is just an example right here. Like moon is your emotional state, your emotional awareness. You know what I'm saying? It takes in how you feel and decide what kind of emotion it want to spark from that. So whatever your moon is at is how you express your emotions and how you are and who you naturally are. When you sit back and be like, man, why did I do that? The person that's saying, why did I, that's your moon. That's you. But when you say, why did I do that? When you saying, why did I, you're saying that I am, the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's your sun sign. You know what I'm saying? So you saying like, why did I do that? That's your moon asking your sun why you do that. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So, we got that in a basic, uh-oh, let me go back to the, I don't know why they took me off of this. Okay, now we back. Alright, and then, so, Sagittarius being in Mars, for an example, and being in my moon sign, so you could learn how to do your own shit, you will sit back and be like, okay, alright, Mars is conjunct my moon right now. So, that means Mars is my intention, so what I tend to do. So, my moon is my emotional state. So, I must be attended to act out my emotions right now. So my emotions could go erratic right now, basically. I can act off on temperaments that I don't need to act off on a day that I don't usually act off on a day-to-day basis. Little things may tick me off right now. But on a good side of it is how I truly feel. If I truly got like the passion, I feel like, well, okay, Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius moon. That's the passion sign. So Mars is the passion planet. Sagittarius ain't the passion sign, but it's a fire. So fire deals with passion and fluidly and dancing and burning through reality. So right here, Mars likes to be in Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Because Mars is the warrior, and it tends to act out in a fiery way. Because fire is a kind of manifestation of passion in an esoteric way. So it's a lot of things that's manifested here on Earth that's in esoteric is different form. Like fire here on Earth, it just feel like that and look like that, and it just warm you up because that's just the relationship that energy that it came from have on Earth. But fire is not actually like that. It's actually more like electricity. Fire signs is actually, people don't know that. Esoterically, fire is really a spark. It's more like electricity. You know what I'm saying? Water is more like mist. Air is more like, that's a whole nother video. We get into something else like this is in the world I be at. But let's get back onto reality so y'all can understand me. You know what I'm saying? So with Mars being in Sagittarius and my Mars, so I tend to act out my feelings right now. So, and then already just think about everything Sagittarius, and just think about what Sagittarius want to act out. Mars is giving it that push right now. That's how I feel, and if you the same sign, that's how you feel right now. So let's move on to Virgo being in Jupiter. Now Virgo being in Jupiter, and Jupiter in retrograde right now also. So it's looking back over details now. Things that you may have missed before. That, like, say you got a business, right? And say you've been doing certain things that kind of been messing up your energy and your karmic flow. So you're not getting back what you putting in because you're not actually putting in. You procrastinated a little bit because Saturn is in Sagittarius. So wherever Saturn at is boundaries and restrictions. You can just get a telescope and look at Saturn itself. Saturn got a fucking ring around it. The fucking planet itself got a boundary and restriction around it. So anything that Saturn rules on Earth got, and anywhere that Saturn is in your chart, creates boundaries and restrictions, so you can know how far to go and your limits, so you can know to stay in alignment. It's not nothing wrong with Saturn. It don't bring nothing wrong with you. It help your ass stay in alignment. That's all it is. Don't look at these planets, or don't listen to these motherfucking other astrologers let you think, oh, Saturn, the big bad, what do you do? Where is that? Wherever it's at, you can't do. No, that's not what it means. It just, wherever it's at, it helps you learn the boundaries and restrictions so you don't go too far. You could be the type of person who's so crazy that you say you're going to rob a bunch of fucking banks, right? And you're going to rob a fucking banks. If you got a fucked up Saturn, you ain't going to know your fucking boundaries and restrictions. You're going to go fuck around and fucking get killed because you're robbing fucking banks. What if your dumb ass had a good Saturn placement? You would have known your boundaries and restrictions and be a little bit smart if you was even going to do that, if you was going to do that at all. So everybody need to motherfucking pay attention to Saturn. Shit. Because without knowing your boundaries and restrictions, you won't know your limits to know how to get what you want to get. It's teaching you how to get what you gonna get, nigga. Motherfucker. Alright, yeah. But, you know, with Virgo being in, with Jupiter being in Virgo, and Jupiter being in retrograde, right now it's helping people, it's making people look back over details. You know what I'm saying? Things that you may have missed. Like you said, like I said, things that may have fucked up your karmic flow and you ain't seeing the outcome as usual is making you look back at those things now and making you do that. Practice what you preach. That's what it's trying to make you do. That's what it's doing in Virgo. Virgo is the sign of routine, is the sign of health, the sign of serving. You know what I'm saying? The sign of being an asset other than a liability. You know what I'm saying? That is the sign. It's mutable. So when Jupiter is here, it expects you to expand your knowledge and your wisdom in that fashion. And if you're not going back looking over your details and learning from your mistakes and gaining wisdom and knowledge from it, then you're gonna keep repeating the same goddamn thing. Shit, Jupiter is in fucking retrograde for a goddamn reason right now. Everything is for a goddamn fucking reason. Shit. And you know, you got motherfucking Uranus is in 20 degrees. So, you know, Uranus went back direct now. So it's back moving. So, you know, changes is, you're not having to look back at old changes and learn from it now. It's new changes is getting ready to happen now. And it's going to happen rapidly and fast. You know what I'm saying? Look, you can even look into politics. It's coming real fast. 2017 to be here in no time. We're going to see who the motherfucking president going to be. It's moving fast. Now it's direct now. It's kick-starting. Boom, it's kick-starting. So now everybody, so whatever you had going is in motion now. And you're going to experience the changes, whether it's good or bad, within your situation. You're going to experience that now in a broadened way. And the sun is kicking in also. And it's in the same sign as the sun right now. So this is the actions. The energy is acting on change right now. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware. Try not to even drive too much. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around, your car fuck up, catch a flat tire, or fucking oil fuck up, or it's all that kind of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Or fuck around that you had to pay a bill, but the mail didn't even come to your house, and now you realize it's late now and shit like that. Like shit like that. That's what's going on right now. Quick changes, like little fast quick changes, not no long-term changes. Because Aries is the fast sign, and the here and now, and how we gonna deal with this situation now and get it over with. So that's how the changes is coming, because Uranus is in there, and wherever Uranus is at, that's the planet of rebellion and change and chaos. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just gotta watch that. Just pay a little attention to your surroundings right now. And everything ain't fun and games. And you know, Neptune is in Pisces, so Neptune is where it likes to be. You know what I'm saying? Neptune, so everybody is creative to a certain degree right now. Everybody is imaginary right now. Everybody is in tune with their dreams right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing right now. Everybody is in tune with their dreams. So, you know, that's the planetary alignments and the energy right now, and we're gonna go into all the signs, how they relate to the energy right now.